I know the perfect way for Avengers: Secret Wars to redeem Hayley Atwell's Captain Carter after her latest comments about the hero's MCU ending. Captain Carter was given the short end of the stick in her live-action Marvel Cinematic Universe debut, but I'm convinced Avengers: Secret Wars can turn things around for the hero in a huge way. Hayley Atwell's Peggy Carter is easily one of the MCU's best love interests. Peggy could get in on the action with Chris Evans' Steve Rogers, and their bond was built beautifully over the MCU's Captain America movies. Even when Peggy was older or after her death, Steve never forgot about her, keeping their stories tied together. I was excited when we got to see a different side of her as a version of Captain America, Captain Carter, on Disney Plus's What If? Then came Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which allowed Captain Carter to make her live-action debut as part of Earth 838's Illuminati. However, her cameo ended up being part of one of the movie's most controversial storylines. Captain Carter should have been handled better in live action, and based on updates about the MCU's upcoming Avengers movies, I'm hopeful that Marvel will use the perfect way to make her shine. Recently, Hayley Atwell commented on Captain Carter's Doctor Strange sequel cameo, and the MCU actress revealed that her reaction to the sequence was very much in line with that of Marvel fans. According to Atwell, during her appearance on Reign with Josh Smith, she felt like Captain Carter was so undermined. I agree with that sentiment. After all, I expected her role to be bigger since we had already been treated to a great version of Captain Carter through the animated What If? Peggy. However, she was unceremoniously killed by the Scarlet Witch, frisbeed to death with her own shield. Captain Carter's underwhelming cameo was part of a bigger problem with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. While I think that Wanda Maximoff killing the Illuminati was a great way to establish how frightening a character she was, and how the Scarlet Witch had turned fully into a villain, we didn't get to spend the necessary time with the new team to connect with the characters before their death. In the end, the potential of Atwell's live-action Captain Carter was wasted alongside that of John Krasinski's Reed Richards and more. In December 2024, Deadline reported that Hayley Atwell would appear in Avengers: Doomsday, returning as Peggy Carter. That came after a report that Chris Evans would also join the cast of the next Avengers movie, and while it has yet to be confirmed, the assumption is that the actor would be reprising his Captain America role. With Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom in the MCU's next two Avengers movies, it always made sense for Marvel to bring back Evans, as he is the other face of the MCU. Since Steve and Peggy were last seen together, Atwell's return tracks. I was even more excited about what Marvel could do with Peggy Carter in upcoming projects after a recent update on her status. Originally said to come back for Avengers: Doomsday, The Hollywood Reporter has revealed that Atwell signed a deal to come back for that film and Avengers: Secret Wars, appearing in both of the Multiverse Saga's Avengers movies. The reason the new report made me so excited is that I'm convinced Avengers: Secret Wars story opens the door for the perfect way to get Captain Carter back in live action, and make her appearance count this time around. Be it through the Peggy Carter we saw in Avengers: Endgame's final scene gaining powers, or a different multiverse variant of Captain Carter appearing, I believe the major story that could get her to finally shine in live action lies with the Captain America team. Over the years, the franchise has added many different iterations of Captain America or related characters. With Battleworld, Doctor Doom's domain made of multiverse locations and characters, crucial to the comics' Secret Wars, I feel like the MCU will soon explore the concept of teams themed around a certain character. Captain Carter, both Captain America's, U.S. Agent, Isaiah Bradley, multiverse variants, and maybe even Bucky Barnes could form one such team. That would lead to an exciting superhero squad that would undoubtedly play a big role due to all the powerhouses involved. Captain Carter needs to have a resonant live-action story that makes up for her underwhelming Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness cameo. And with Atwell reportedly appearing in both Avengers movies, I believe Secret Wars is best equipped to give her that, and a Captain America team would secure a sizable role.